It's a Sky Sports exclusive. It's England versus Scotland in the ICC Cricket World Cup.
Cricket, quintessentially English.
O flower of Scotland.
England just need to stay calm and focused.
England have been absolutely blitzed here.
Come on, Scotland!
Wickets are tumbling.
And the Scots have struck.
England will be too strong.
Goodness me!
That was just embarrassing.
Oh, he's done it on the cracker! The misery for England continues.
Oh, cracking shot.
That's a shot of authority.
David Gower, Andrew Strauss, Nasser Hussain, Peter Moore's Owen Morgan. Your boys are going to take one hell of a beating.
England have been awful, but they can't lose this. Can they?
Who would be smiling after this one, Bob or Jim? Well, the beautiful Hagley Oval in Christchurch hosted this one. Welcome to High Definition Highlights. It was England against Scotland. Now, both sides needed the points this game coming from Pool A. England sitting rock bottom. They needed a win, and they needed to win in style. Scotland in sixth place. New Zealand at the top. They've played absolutely brilliant cricket so far. 3 from 3. A reminder, the top 4 go through to the quarter-finals. Well, it was the same pitch that was used in the game between West Indies and Pakistan, but slightly overcast conditions, and Scotland won the toss and unsurprisingly decided to bowl. England were unchanged. Many thought they would make a couple of changes, but Owen Morgan decided to stick with the same 11. Scotland, though, 2 changes. Gardner, Taylor out, Coleman and Alistair Evans in. Here's what happened when England batted.
OK, time for the action to begin then. First thing to look for, really, is there any swing? Wardlaw with 3 wickets against New Zealand. They'll be very aware they've got to pitch it up early on. Lovely shot, finds the gap. This will just test the speed of the outfield. Had a little bit of rain overnight. Decent effort, just enough on it.
I've just had an immense shock. We're in one of them temporary commentary boxes and the fireworks are just in front of us, firing up. It's red hot.
In the air, has it carried? Don't know if it quite carried.
Well, he will slap it there, Moeen Ali. It's in the air and just, I think it just dropped short, but we'll have another look. Would have been a terrific catch.
This time up and over, much more of a connection, and will go for a boundary. Can't bowl there to Moeen Ali.
Well, it's in the air again, and he just squeezes it over backward point.
Under great control, just eased it over mid-off, finds the middle of that. And 6, first 6 then of the innings to Moeen Ali, 23 without loss.
Well, it was like a driving range there for Moeen Ali. 14 runs from the over.
Too short, just a loosener really, and gets punished. Ian Bell now into his stride.
That's a loosener, isn't it?
There was a man in the deep, but it was hit too firmly. 40 up then for England.
Quickly into position for this shot. He hits the ball very powerfully. Oh yeah, he's out of the middle, extends his arms.
just short. Didn't carry anyway, but Ali testing the slips cordon, and he'll get a bonus boundary. It wasn't the worst delivery from Evans. It was on a length just outside off stump, and Ali's tested it and got away with it, and that's a 50 up for England. That's through the leg side. Beautifully picked up from Moeen Ali. It was way too short from Evans.
Yeah, when you're a free-flowing driver off the ball, as Moeen Ali is, then puts a bit of pressure on the bowler, and maybe occasionally they'll drop back their length. And it wasn't that short, actually, but he was quickly onto it, pulling it away off about hip height.
It's a cracking delivery. It's just hit the seam. Josh Davey will be thinking, why has that not found the outside edge?
Yep, quizzical look from Bell. Just a good ball, wasn't it, from Davey? Angling in, and it straightened up a fraction. Moeen Ali just stepping back. He had all the time in the world there. Najid Haq bowling very slowly. And he's going to have to try and bowl at a much fuller length if he's going to bowl at that pace.
Yeah, dead right. It's way too slow. It's about 75 kilometres an hour, the pace on it. That's a nice shot. Straight over mid-on, and one bounce. So some positive signs for Moeen Ali. And I think that's the way you got to play it. That's his 50 up. 39 delivery, 6 fours and 2 sixes for Moeen Ali. Getting England off to a fantastic start.
That's the shot he loves to play. And straight towards long off into the seats and the grassy banks. It's 6 more. Well, that's a good over spoiled by the last delivery. 15 gone, 89 without loss.
There you go. That's definitely out the middle of the bat. Lovely shot. Just let that go. The arms are freed up.
Now it's gone over the top of long off, of mid off anyway.
That's much better. Ian Bell's had long enough out there now to look at it. He needs to now take a bit of the pressure off Moeen Ali and come to the party, and he's done just that. Good shot.
It's too short, and he really does latch onto that. Punished it.
Well, I think this is one of the things that happens, is if you put the less experienced bowlers under a bit of pressure, you hit them for an early boundary, and then they're sort of chasing it a little bit. 101 comes up with that shot. 101 for none from 16.4 overs. Hit beautifully.
And that may go into the gap and a boundary. So that's 10 fours now for England. Moeen Ali brings up his 8th 4.
And he's going along just fine. Plays it well as well. Just see how late he plays it, and just there, gets on top of the bounce. And he knows his gap is behind square. There, you see him just help it on its way. He knows exactly where the fielder is. He has no chance.
Can't bowl there. The knee up and behind square, so another boundary for Moeen Ali.
Wasn't much venom in the delivery. That's the problem. I don't think he was meaning to bowl short. I think bowlers will mean to bowl short to Moeen Ali, but there's just nothing in it really. Tasteless pitch, a little bit of bounce perhaps, but too easy for Moeen Ali.
So the 150 up for England, and 26 overs completed. So the 50 up
for Ian Bell. Just 2 boundaries off 80 deliveries. 33 50s and 400s and one-day internationals.
There you go, Bumble. Brings up Moeen Ali's 100 with a 6, 103 from 91 deliveries, 9 4s and 4 6s.
They'll get a big score and it's all smiles in the dressing room, but they've been tapping it around. This World Cup has got to be dynamic, got to whack it.
Got to be aware of the net run rate, Bumble, as well. England at the moment at the bottom of the table on points, and also on the table on net run rate, and that could be crucial.
Well, I'm prepared to be shot down in flames. It's 163 for now.
Catch it.
And gone. Ian Bell, first wicket for Scotland.
The man, it's extra cover, didn't have to move. So they get a breakthrough, Scotland. 172 for 1. Here it is. Picked him out, does not move, straight to him. Get the breakthrough. And Bell has to go. He goes for 54 off 85 deliveries to 172 for 1.
Well, that's a big shot. And 6 as he steps back into his crease. He's dropped in the crowd.
Got that short, but he's onto it. And that's what England need to do now. It's just, oh, he had a chance there, didn't he? Just couldn't hang on to it. He did hang on to that one-handed. In the mix-up for $1 million.
Straight down the ground. There's nobody there. Another boundary for Moeen Ali. That's another powerful shot. Lovely shot from Moeen Ali. He started ticking. 33 overs, 195 for 1. Great opportunity now, Moeen Ali. 124 from 103. The long chase as this ball wins. 4 more to Moeen Ali at the end of the 34th over. England move to 200 for 1.
Catch it.
Fielder out there in the deep. And takes the catch at deep mid-wicket. That's the end of Moeen Ali. Lobs have got a wicket.
Moeen Ali felt he had to go for it. He went for it. Just didn't quite get it out the middle of the bat. Coleman takes the catch. He's just off the toe of the bat. Sets himself well, takes the catch well, aware of where he is on the ground, and Majid Haq picks up a wicket. Ali, though, has to go. He goes for 128 from 107 balls. England are 201 for 2.
He's chopped them on. That's a good strike for Alistair Evans. And Gary Balance is the man who's on the way back.
Good decision, bring back your opening bowler. And Gary Balance, I think, just trying to get it down to third man. Just trying to get it down and get off strike. I think it was a slow ball or a cross seam, and it's stuck in the pitch. No pace to work with. So the decision to stick with Balance at number 3 hasn't worked. Not valuable time at the crease for Gary Balance today. Again, struggling for some fluency, Gary Balance. He goes now 10 from 18.
Oh, they've all gone up, and the finger has as well. Josh Davey strikes, and Joe Root has got to go.
Pretty good delivery as well. Just moved away a little bit. He had a little push at it, Joe Root. He's been in pretty good touch of late. It's a straightforward catch. So England's wickets continue to tumble in this batting power play. Just had a little push at it, didn't he? So further credit to Scotland. We have to say that. We give them a lot of credit. They have fought very hard and they're back in it now. England at one point looking like 350 plus. That'll be hard from here. Root 1 from 3. 203 for 4.
Now then, that's better from Eoin Morgan.
I think he's got to look to play like that. I know it's a batting power play, and I know the game situation demands that he has to get into his work quickly. But I think when he gets in that position with that mindset, I think he's better off. Yeah, go whack it. Go searching for the ball.
That's hit firmly by Morgan. Oh, it's just over the man at deep square leg. For a moment, his heart would have been in his mouth. But it's a welcome boundary.
He'd have been anxious when he hits this. He hits it well. Coleman just drops back towards the boundary.
Very big boundaries, aren't they? Square of the wicket here.
If that hits it full, if it's on the full, it's a 6, isn't it? Goes over his head. Oh, I think that's 6, isn't it? If it hits the boundary board or those advertising little pyramids.
Just while they're checking this, I asked our statsman Srini Bumble to give me the splits between Moeen Ali and the rest of England's batsmen. Moeen Ali 128 of 107 balls at a strike rate of 120. And the rest of England's batsmen 88 off 145 balls at a strike rate of 60. Morgan now looking to push on, and he follows up a firm pull with a drive over extra cover and another welcome boundary.
Well, 2 lovely shots there for Eoin Morgan. He moves on to 21 from 23, so England have got these last 8 overs, minus 2 deliveries there. To propel this innings, it's got to get above 300.
That's better from Morgan. Hoiked away over the leg side. Hasn't quite gone all the way. The boundaries are big away in the distance there. And he's just starting to motor a little. 28 from 30 now.
Well, he needs some runs. He just needs to feel good about himself and the team, Eoin Morgan. And after that start of 172, there was a real chance, I thought, that he would come in 3 and just be able to spend a fair amount of time at the crease. Well, he's got to 28.
Oh, now brilliant that. Now, did Taylor get back in time? It was an excellent take because the ball was very full and very wide.
Brilliant wicket keeping. I wonder if he saw him coming and threw it wide, and the keeper knows where it's going.
Yeah, it'd be good to have a look down the line as well at this, just for how good a take this was. That's excellent, isn't it? Yes. Now, yeah, Taylor will have to go. What a good take this is from Matthew Cross. Full and wide. He's done really well. The footwork was excellent. He's gathered it up. And Taylor is short of his ground. So that is an excellent bit of work from the Scottish wicketkeeper.
He's on his way, James Taylor. That was terrific work from the keeper. Taylor 17. 252 for 5.
does go for the ramp, and he gets it over the keeper and fine for 4.
When he's in these last 5 overs, Butler, his eyes are shifting around the field all the time. Now, where's he set the field? He's tried a couple of times to go over the offside. He nearly cleans the keeper up here.
Played, 2 men up, 3rd man up, point up. And Butler just uses that improvisation, strong wrists. Then the ball scudding to the 3rd man fence.
It's difficult to think what a bowler can do when he's made his mind up and hits it cleanly there. He just keeps impishly looking round this field.
Morgan goes sweetly long and straight. Oh, he's rolling down that hill. He went for it one-handed, didn't he? Got a hand to it. It's a steep old slope, that.
It's a terrific effort. Look at him sliding down there. He hits this cleanly. Oh, right out of the middle. Look at the follow through. He likes this. Not finished yet. Look at the catcher.
Four to follow. Didn't quite catch this one, but got it well enough. He's hit this flat and should go. Is taken. Well taken by Josh Davey out in the deep at long off. Butler might have been able to get that over extra cover, actually, because it was very wide, but the way that he plays with those wrists, he kind of hooded the ball, to use a golf term, and got it down to long off.
Doesn't really have to move. He doesn't get the elevation. Slaps it straight to mid-off. Davey pouches it. Josh Butler, he's on his way, but it's been a good partnership with Eoin Morgan. 24 from 14 deliveries, 297 for 6. $15 wides, so that's a negative for Scotland, really. England have got to the 300.
Well, Davey would have bowled a few of them, because he had an iffy start, didn't he, with the new ball from this end. Bowled a few wides in his first 2 overs. 9 he's bowled of the 15 as Morgan goes skywards and should be back to the pavilion. Yep, Scotland's fielding is holding up towards the end of the innings, and Morgan won't get his 50.
It's a good catch. High ball. Preston Mommsen just outside of the circle. He steadied himself. Right at the top of the bat. He knows he's in trouble, but he'll take some catch in this. It's a good effort. Well, that's better for England's captain. Feeling bat on ball. Just not finished the innings, but got himself 46 from 42, 300 for 7.
This might be gone as well. Straight up in the air. And another excellent catch. Mommsen again steadies himself at extra cover. Keeps his eyes steady, his head steady, and takes another good catch.
Well, going for the big shots right at the end of this innings. And Chris Walks, this is a steepler. Off Coetzer, good bowling. Well, this will take some catching. It's a terrific effort as he falls backwards again. Preston Mommsen with a couple of catches there, quality catches. Walks has gone for a single, 300 for 8.
Josh Davey on a hat-trick. And a slow ball to finish. I think they've scampered through. The shy from the keeper missed the stumps. And so after 50 overs, England having batted 50 overs, that's not always been the case in recent times. They make it to 303 for 8.
Just the 6th time since the last World Cup that England have passed 300 in an ODI, and it could have been a whole heap better. It was brilliant from Moeen Ali, making 128, and that opening partnership was 172. But probably they could have been looking at about 340. But some good time at the crease for England captain Eoin Morgan. Josh Davey was the pick of the bowlers for Scotland, 4 for 68 from his 10 overs. So 303 for 8, 304 to win. Could Scotland make history?
Nicely clipped leg side. Anderson going for more swing. And in the deep, won't quite get there. So first boundary then to Kyle Coetzer.
Nicely timed. That's one thing that will help Scotland. Now that the sun's been out this ground, the outfield should be quicker. And that probably wouldn't have made the boundary this morning. It gets there this afternoon.
And taken one down, really. Gosh, I mean, that would have been a brilliant, brilliant catch. He went one-handed, he went late, and just for a moment I thought it had stuck.
Strange though, isn't it? You've got 300 odd on the board and England decided just to have 2 slips. New Zealand would have 3 slips and a gully. Australia would have at least 3 slips and a gully. It's hard work for the bowlers. For goodness sake, give them some support early on. Should have been another slip in.
Lovely shot, beautiful shot, just leans into it. Outfield is quicker now, we'll go for 4. A couple of boundaries then from the first over, 9 without loss. It's a high-class shot. It's pretty much where Jimmy Anderson wants to bowl it. He's targeting the top of the off stump. He gets back into the shot. Struck down the ground. And another boundary. Stuart Broad going full, and this time getting punished down the ground.
A little bit of a loosener. 135 Ks. It's nice to be hit and it's hit well. Underestimate the Scottish batting lineup if you dare.
Instant gone. Tried to take on Jimmy Anderson, and Jimmy Anderson just saw him coming. He dragged his legs back, and it's a simple catch for Butler.
Yeah, a bit unnecessary. They were going along nicely. Cloud, I think, just maybe a little excited, but came down the wicket, outside edge. Yeah, he's angry with himself, and quite right. Cloud goes for 4. 17 for 1.
Just flicked nicely over mid-wicket and timed nicely enough to go for a boundary. So 4 runs from the over, 22 for 1.
It's not a bad delivery, it's just a good shot. In actual fact, he scored off the first 5 deliveries. Maybe felt he should do something, but just flicks this. A little bit of bottom hand comes in.
Oh, it's a beauty. It's an absolute beauty from Broad.
Beautiful shot. Pounced on it, really. It was too short and it was too wide, but he's just starting to go here. Kyle Coetzer, 22 to run a ball.
Short and wide. And all the hard work to get the batsman off the hook. It's a good shot, though. He really has played this well. Hard, hit it hard.
That's a lovely shot, and that's a high-class shot on top of the bounce on the back foot and time well enough to go for a boundary.
It's a very good shot. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's one of the hardest shots to play. In the middle of the bat.
What's the field change? So a slip and a catcher at extra cover. Cool, that's even better. Slap this time through extra cover, same result.
Take your pick. Both excellent shots.
That's an edge, and it's gone for 4. The runs coming in a flurry here for Scotland. Hands on hips, disconsolate look from Broad.
Well, the second slip is out, and he's in a curious position at very short, straight mid-on. You can see there, just over the batsman and the non-striking batsman's left shoulder. Broad getting a little bit of bounce, and batsman looking to force off the back foot. Wonder whether slip wouldn't be a more of a percentage position.
Now then, straight into the hands of Morgan at short extra. First ball from Chris Woakes, and he strikes gold.
Yeah, Coleman disgruntled with himself, really. It was in the slot and there to be whacked, and he just didn't quite do one thing or the other. He didn't knock it along the deck or loft it over Morgan at extra cover. Just hit it at a nice catchable height. I think he was trying to go over the top, wasn't he? And he hit it quite sweetly. It went firmly, but at catchable height. So bowling change works for England, for Woakes, for Morgan. And Coleman, Freddie Coleman, must walk back. Gone for 7 off 16, 47 for 2.
He's caught hold of this. Very nicely done.
Had time, didn't he? And that's indicative of the pace of the pitch, which is just very easy, really. Lovely batting strip. But had lots of time to play that pull shot.
He's touched this one, and Steve Finn gets one past Machen. Very well delivered, and a heavy scorer for Scotland has got to go.
Well done, Stephen Finn. As I mentioned, a very important spell for him this. After that hammering in Wellington, he had to come back strong today, and this will do his confidence a bit of good. Delivery that has Machen just fencing for the ball outside off stump, so valuable wicket for Finn. For England, 54 for 3, Machen gone.
There's the man back there. What a great effort. Stephen Finn, full length. Just couldn't keep his hands on the ball. Brilliant effort from him. 13 gone, 58 for 3.
Well, it was a brilliant effort, really. Finn could have easily said to himself, you only have an instant to think about these things, could have said, I'm not going to make this, and backtracked. But he absolutely went for it at full bore here, so credit to him. He kind of got the hand just about there, so it was fair enough to go for it.
So a very nice 50. And Coetzer from 64 deliveries. And continuing his good form in this World Cup. Run rate's getting a little high for Scotland. over 7.5 runs and over. Looks like they're going to go. They're going to have to go after Ali, you would think. To the deep. It's in the gap. And some good work. They might have to check that. Broad. I think it's Broad. Jimmy Anderson.
Well, that's got to be 4, surely. He's tried desperately hard there, Jimmy Anderson. That's his first effort. Ball gets away from him. Oh. Oh, pass.
I reckon he saved that. Looks ugly. Unlucky. Sorry, Jimmy. Oh, that's straight. This could be the second boundary in the over, and it is. So a very productive over for Scotland. 21 completed, 85 for 3.
Clubbed over mid-off by Kyle Coetzer for 4.
Coetzer's played really well. When you look at that 60 out of 89 for 3, a little bit like Moeen Ali in that English innings. Good shot.
It's gone fine, and there'll be 4 more. I think there was a tickle on it. No, leg by is given. Wondered whether there was just a tickle onto the pad first. But it's another boundary.
Yeah, the outfield's definitely quickened up, hasn't it, since the sun came out from this morning, and it's just flicks the thigh pad, I think. Races away.
Thumped away in front of square. He's hit that hard. That is a good shot. And there's a problem for Woakes here, because his good length ball has been clubbed over mid-off, and he's slightly dragged back his length and been pumped to the mid-wicket fence.
Could try straight and full.
Tried that. It went off the thigh pad down to fine leg for 4.
Catch it! Oh!
Oh, now. Ali going across to his right. Ooh, fingertip, wasn't it? Fingertip.
Catch it.
Good shot, that. Mommsen now into the act, and Scotland pushing on here, putting Woakes and Ali under pressure in these middle overs.
Nothing wrong with that. It's a good shot. Very good shot. Pump down the ground. One bounce. No one's cutting that off.
So Joe Root now replacing Woakes, that one over that went for 2 boundaries and another one off the pad. So off spin from both ends. It was a really good shot. He got across and just opened the angle really to get that fine.
Well, I reckon that wasn't far off stump, middle and off there.
Yeah, he got into a good position, got himself right across his stumps and got power on the ball. Top edge, Broad, taken. Joe Root has a wicket. Good change from Morgan. Taking Woakes out of the attack, brings Root back on. And a top edge sweep ends in the hands of Stuart Broad.
I think the thing is, he set himself for the shot before it was even bowled. He's batting outside off stump. He's already made his mind up what he's going to do and doesn't quite get to the pitch of it. Sort of 3/4 top edge. Broad hardly had to move. Broken the partnership. It's a blow for Scotland. Mommsen goes for 26. 114 for 4.
That's the kind of line that Moeen Ali bowls, and it will bring further dividend here. It does. Wokes comes in from long on. And what a big wicket that is for Moeen Ali. He's having a fine influence on this game. A big 100 earlier in the day, and now a key wicket.
Well, they've got 2 wickets, haven't they? Very quickly broken the partnership. Now the main man has gone. I don't think he was aiming it there. I think he was aiming it wider. Should be called a leading edge. Wokes is never going to drop that. Has to go. Preston after goes for his 71 from 84 balls. Played well.
Catch! Yeah,
and an easy catch this time for the captain, Eoin Morgan. Quite get to the pitch in the end. He spooned it really to the captain, who was lurking at mid-wicket.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, Moeen Ali again just making himself such a bonus for England. Not only does he score a good century at the top of the order, he chips in with wickets, and Eoin Morgan is just a terrific fielder. So the wickets are falling in procession here for Scotland. At 6 down now for 128. Richard Berrington goes for 8 from 13. That's what he was looking for. Yes, it is. Finger goes up. And it's a straightforward catch for Jos Buttler. And Steve Finn backs another.
Sorry, this time the speed is up to 140, and this time it's too quick. Josh Davey just groping for it really outside the off stump. It was a thin edge. No matter if it was 2 slips, 3 slips, it went straight through to Jos Buttler. And so this is why he's back in the side, or his role in the team. Get a wicket in the middle overs, and it's exactly what he's done. Good signs for Stephen Finn. And good signs for England. Josh Davey had a good day with the ball, not so with the bat. 9 from 15, 150 for 7.
Finn 2 for 14 from 7 so far.
Oh, no.
Oh, make that 3 for. It was short, didn't come off that fast. It probably hit the seam and jagged in a little bit.
That's what the guys do for practice, isn't it? They have someone hurl it down, run it off the face of the bat, straight to Joe Root. Cross will be a little bit annoyed himself there, but he has just played that off the face of the bat. Slip practice. He has to go. Matthew Cross goes for 23 from 32. It's 160 for 8.
Broad around the wicket. I think that might be going down the leg side. That's an ambitious shout, I would have thought. Rod Tucker not even looking at that, not even staying in line. It's always a good indication when they walk straight away to square leg.
Now, Stuart Broad will be convinced that this is hitting.
Well, it was high and down the leg side, I reckon.
Well, that's my thoughts. Well, he's convinced them to have a look. I don't think this is out, but we'll see.
No, going down leg side and high. That's my thoughts straight off the bat. There's definitely no bat in it, so I don't have to worry about that. Well, there you go. Hitting the top of leg stump.
Which means it's not out. It stays with the umpire's call. It just didn't look right for me. But I did, and I said this to you off the air a little earlier, I do believe that if it's clipping the stumps like that, you should not lose your review.
Oh, an inside edge and a boundary. But a good delivery. I like him over the wicket to the left-hander.
Much prefer him there. Just over the top of middle.
Over the top. That was the Brendan McCullum length, that. That's short and wide, and it's too easy. Too easy for a number 10 from Scotland. End of the over, 40 completed, 175 for 8.
That's going to run away for 4. You didn't know much about it. Alistair Evans. I'm sure he knew too much about this.
That's over the top. That's another length delivery.
That went over the top. First slip, it's 183 for 8.
There you go. Beautiful outside edge. Pretty good length as well. 9 down now for Scotland, and England are 1 wicket away from their first win in this World Cup.
Yeah, and it's full again. It's full. It's up there. He's got a triple-play at it. Little edge. Butler makes no mistake. So get their 9th wicket. Alistair Evans, he goes for 9. It's 184 for 9.
Wait.
Let's have a look at this last wicket. An outside edge that just carried through to Jos Buttler diving forward. Should be it. Yeah, good catch. Gary Balance down there at fine leg. The ball was up a long way and swirling in quite a strong breeze, but he took a good catch in the end, and that is a much needed victory for England. They're all smiles now. They just needed a win here. They needed to get that World Cup campaign up and running after 2 very dismal performances against Australia and New Zealand, and they have done just that. They've beaten Scotland by 119 runs.
Well, in truth, it was a run chase that never really got going, despite Scotland getting to 114 for 3. Kyle Coetzer played well, 71 off 84 for him, and his partnership with Mommsen was worth 60, but 184 all out after just 42 overs and 2 balls. 3 for 26 for Stephen Finn. He got a bit more pace and he got his accuracy up, so he'll be good for the run out. 2 for Anderson, 2 for Wokes. Broad opened the bowling, but went wicketless. So the match summary from this game from Christchurch: England winning comfortably by 119 runs to take 2 very, very valuable and important points. England are off the bottom of the table. They next play Sri Lanka in Wellington, and Scotland take on Afghanistan in Dunedin. Top 4, remember, go through to the quarter-finals. Coming up next, Charles Culver will be in the chair, and you'll get the views of Bob Willis, Michael Vaughan and Mark Butcher on this game from Christchurch.